Alright, I'm going to show you a little demonstration of this little script that I made. It's actually a macro for right now. I'll probably make a Z plugin. It's called the QRemesher check guide. So we got a plain 3D here. We're going to go ahead and turn on the polyframes. Now this is really going to be hard to see at normal size. So in the video recording you need to go full screen to see how all these checker patterns are going. So that said, we're going to go ahead and make this a polymesh 3D. Like I said, not going to go full detail, geometry, and we're going to go to QRemesher. We're going to come down here to same, and we're just going to press QRemesh one time. Alright, it's kind of recommended to remesh it one time at least before putting any guides up. So when we did this, we're going to get ready to put some guides up. We're going to come up to the brush here, and we're going to do the Q. This is going to bring up the QRemesher guide. I'm turn my draw size down just a little bit. And since I don't have a good steady hand, we're going to use a lazy mouse, and we're going to crank this lazy mouse radius up. I'm going to start somewhere in the point. This is where I want my edge flow, so I'm going to do a nice little sway curve here. I'm going to drag it out. Now if I want to stem this one out here, I'll bring my cursor over here and just drag out. This is where I want my edge to start flowing. In other words, if you look at the edges on the 3D plane here, they're going horizontally and vertically. Alright, I want it to start following this path in this direction, or close as possible. This is where the stiffness slider comes in, and we're going to leave it by default. We're going to QRemesh this one time. When we do this, there's something that happened. Well, it QRemeshed it, but I can't see my guides, or I can kind of visualize where everything's going on. If I come up here to the history, this brings it back, but it brings back my original mesh. And if I bring it back here, it brings my finished mesh, but now I lost my guides. I can't really see what's going on. So this is where I made the script. And if we go over here to the macro, and we're going to use this QRemesher check guide. Now what's going to happen is it's going to leave the original mesh here that don't have no guide. It's going to put some guides right in front of it, or the guide in front of it. So now I can kind of visualize what's going on. Alright, you can see the edges that I got flowing right here with the guideline, and the one on the plane 3D is kind of found in a little bit, but if we all click this here, you can see that it's still crisscrossing. It's not following at 100%. So if we crank the stiffness up here, QRemesh it, and once this is finished, you can see lost my guides. I can't really see where they're at. I mean, I come up here, it's gonna bring me back a step back, but it's not my end results. This is my end results. So we're gonna go to the macro and QRemeshes to show the guides, and it's 100%. Look at this guide right here that I just drew out, and look at the mesh on the plane 3D. It's found at 100%. This is actually really good. If you can't see it, is because it's overlapping top of it. If I alt click this, you can see, I'm going to Control Z that, it's right over, and it's this line here, and it's making a complete edge flow from the 3D plane. That's why I made the script, is because when you QRemesh it, you don't end up seeing the final guideline. It erases it. And this script from this macro, this will bring this back where you can kind of visualize over it, or unless you want to re-edit it, whatever you want to do. I'll try it one more time. I'll do this one here. Like I said, when you QRemesh it, you'll lose all your guides and can't really see what's going on. We'll set that macro to check guides, and perfect. you can see the edge falling. Like I said, you might need to play the video again and go full screen.